Angel Reese was so bad last night, the announcers calling the game, they were laughing at her performance.
Angel Reese back up to her old bag of tricks on the basketball court, throwing the ball off the bottom of the backboard. And yet again, her fans have talked her into another one-sided.
Angel Reese didn't just blow a layup. She missed everything. No rim, no backboard, and arguably a hit to her credibility. What made it worse? The reaction from the commentators? They laughed. On air in real time. That's not normal. These are trained professionals who usually hold their composure even during sloppy plays. But this moment? It felt like a complete unraveling on national television and for Reebok. It might have signaled a costly mistake. Reebok thought they were making a game-changing move by signing Reese a signature shoe, a bold marketing campaign, the face of a new era. But a few minutes of live game footage may have shifted that narrative from next big thing to ongoing punchline. Let's break down what viewers saw. Reese went up for what should have been an easy layup, missed it badly, failed to secure the rebound, and then got blocked. All in one chaotic possession. The result? On-air laughter and dead silence that screamed discomfort. That silence wasn't for dramatic effect, it was pure disbelief. The WNBA broadcast briefly became a blooper reel, and Reebok's name was front and center. It wasn't just one mistake. It was a sequence of missteps that raised serious questions. If Reese is supposed to represent your brand, what does that say about the brand? She didn't just miss a shot, she missed the moment, the fundamentals, and the opportunity to show she's ready for the big stage. Reebok gambled on a potential franchise star, and, at least right now, it looks like they might have bet wrong. Sure, one bad game can be overlooked, but this isn't a one-time incident. In nearly every game, there's a moment where Reese's play looks completely out of sync. Like she's not on the same level as her competition. Not in a too good way, but in a why is this happening kind of way when even the broadcasters, the people paid to hype the product, can't hide their reactions. You know it's more than just an off night. Reese isn't providing highlight reels, she's becoming one dot. And then there's this stat, 31.5% on layups. That's unheard of for a player who operates almost exclusively around the rim. She's not launching deep threes. She's supposed to be dominating the paint. Yet she's converting at a rate that would raise eyebrows in a JV game. For context, most players her size make around 70% of those shots, Reese barely hitting a third. That's not a slump, it's a system failure. These aren't heavily contested shots either. We're talking wide open attempts, simple footwork, and basic finishes all falling flat. And those double-digit rebounds she racks up. A lot of them come from her own missed shots. But in reality, it's more like stat recycling. Missing, rebounding, missing again, all in the same play. That's not efficient basketball, it's damage control. The bigger problem? The impact on her team. Offensively, they look more fluid when she's on the bench. When she's in, spacing disappears, the ball movement stalls, and momentum dies. The numbers in the box score might impress casual fans, but those paying closer attention see a player contributing to the problem, not solving it. Then come the comparisons. Rookies like Sonia Citron and Kiki Ariafin came in and completely outshined Reese. Citron dropped 28. Kiki added 22 and 10. Both looked sharper, quicker, more composed and exposed. Serious flaws in Reese's game, her positioning, awareness, and footwork. What made it sting more, this was supposed to be a statement game. A chance for Reese to prove the critics wrong. Instead, it turned into a showcase of everything that's currently not working in her game and everything that's working for others. Reese didn't just get outplayed, she got outclassed. And the troubling part, these aren't seasoned veterans, she's going against their first-year players, making her look lost. What's even more concerning is how it's happening. Runners over her head, out-rebounding her in key moments, beating her on every cut. It wasn't just athleticism, it was execution. Reese often looks stuck a step behind, unsure, and the theatrics still there. Flexing after missed shots, trash talk without the performance to back it up. It's performative energy with little payoff. Against New York, she missed 4 point-blank shots in 12 seconds. That clip didn't go viral because it was funny once. It stuck because it's becoming the norm. Reese's performances are teetering on parity. Travel calls without defenders. These aren't growing pains anymore, they're red flags. Dominance in basketball isn't just about confidence, it's about converting plays. You can't flex your way out of missed layups forever. When your offensive presence becomes a running joke, you're not leading a team, you're leading a highlight reel for all the wrong reasons. Reebok took a big swing by aligning their brand with Angel Reese. They signed her as the face of their next-gen strategy. Even gave her a signature sneaker lined up for 2026, but what they envisioned as a marketing slam dunk is quickly looking like a full-court misfire. They wanted presence, confidence, and influence. What they got is a steady feed of missed close-range shots and viral gaffes. That's not a brand ambassador, that's a branding risk. This isn't the 1990s where a player's charisma could sell kicks on its own. Today's buyers want game to match the hype, and right now, Reese isn't delivering on the court. You can't sell clutch when your athlete is benched during key minutes. You can't package toughness when the stat sheet tells a different story. Unless Reebok adjusts course. That 2026 sneaker release may go down harder than some of the paint attempts we've seen lately, and let's clear something up. There's no real debate here. One rookie is elevating her team, setting records, pulling crowds, and her name is Caitlin Clark. The other, she's struggling to find rhythm. Clark is leading by example, scoring, facilitating, lifting her entire franchise. Reese, her game is slowing Chicago down. The ball movement suffers, the spacing collapses, and her rebounds, often from her own misses. One of them is making a case for MVP votes in her rookie season. The other looks like she's still adjusting to the speed and structure of the league. And as long as the headlines keep focusing on Reese's mistakes rather than her development, the gap between them just keeps widening. You know it's rough when even the commentators, the ones trained to keep energy high and criticism low, can't keep a straight face. They're not supposed to laugh. They're supposed to build the narrative, hype up the game. But that one sequence, a missed wide-open layup, bobbled rebound, followed by a block and a complaint to the ref, broke the illusion. They chuckled. They paused. They scrambled to regain composure, but the damage was already done. This isn't about piling on, it's about being honest. There's a growing disconnect between the image being sold and the product we're seeing. The pace drops when Reese checks in, the offense clogs. The mistakes pile up, and not as a fluke, but like clockwork. When even professional announcers shift from calling plays to running damage control, you've got a problem. That's not a bad outing. That's a sign something foundational isn't working. The Chicago Sky thought they had their centerpiece. They built rotations around her, designed plays to feature her, let her initiate the offense. And what have they gotten in return? A 7-21 record, fading playoff hopes, and a lot of confusion. This isn't just about development. This looks like regression. Every missed jump hook, every defensive lapse, every possession that dies in her hands pushes the team further into rebuild mode. And what's more alarming, the team often looks better when she's off the floor. Suddenly, the ball moves, players cut, the game flows. That's not a building block. That's a warning sign. And still, Chicago keeps doubling down. More touches, more post-ups, more control. But when your primary option struggles to finish shots made for toddlers, it's not coaching, it's wishful thinking. The truth, Reese isn't ready to carry a franchise, and the more Sky pretends she is, the deeper the hole they're digging. They need to stop treating her like the foundation, because, right now, she's the reason the structure's unstable. Looking ahead to 2026, Reebok has a major decision to make. They've got a signature shoe lined up with Angel Reese's name on it. But how do you promote that? Built for confidence, even if the shots don't fall. Every off-target layup, every performative celebration after a missed finish, chips away at the credibility not just of the player, but of the brand. This isn't just unfortunate timing, it's a branding nightmare. Reebok thought they were aligning with a generational talent. But unless something changes drastically, they might be forced to pull the plug, or worse, release a shoe that becomes a symbol of overhype and underperformance. Because when the face of your basketball relaunch can't convert from inside 5 feet, it's not just their stock falling, it's yours.